police with a search warrant. We are not leaving. Come to the front door with your hands up. Do it now. By your other side, though.
Keep coming. Hands on top of your head. On top of your head. There we go.
Stop right there for me, please.
Let me know when you're ready for them.
In case you didn't see it. A fresh legal problem arose after NBA YoungBoy's release of his new single, Finest. The tweet stated, "Legal issues are coming towards NBA YoungBoy." The rapper was not permitted to discuss his court case in his release deal, but his new song, Finest Speaks About My Case, does just that. Lawyers on the internet commented that police will probably investigate these lyrics, but the rest are even more bizarre. One person even wrote, "Glad NBA YoungBoy's back and releasing," while disclosing details of his actions while incarcerated. This is probably from the line, "Stuck in prison for the system," which made me sour. My man wasn't deserving of jail time. In addition, he discusses the two circumstances he is discussing: the snitching accusations and his infidelity with his fiancée prior to the song's publication in the NBA. YoungBoy talked about his girlfriend's issues on Instagram Live.
The ones who I don't get. I done told y'all the situation. And I'm fucking know the situation. Yeah. Man, my house my motherfucking house stay full of children, man. Hey, I'm just out of that stage of posting that you. You want me to show you every time I'm with them? It don't matter. Hey, it don't matter if a house full of hoes in it. Hey, I got children running around these. Some of them running around. And a couple of them with me. Man, I know you can't. Hey, I know you can't play me like that, but watch what you say. That camera.
However, what transpired next was that his live chat started to bombard him with snitching accusations about how he was freed from jail so early. To clarify, NBA YoungBoy would initially begin by stating that he didn't need to lie and that I didn't have to lie.
I ain't got to lie, man. Wrong number, man. Other than that, man, the rest of them children stay in my house, man. Stop playing, man. All the police are criminals. Everybody case drop but mine. What they tell you? Them bitches got some modern day shit going on, man. Them bitches ain't got no evidence on me, ain't got shit, but want to keep a pen down. And they whole mother law enforcement are criminals. I got way more shit on my mind every day than what you talking about, man. Man, give me some, man.
Like the NBA YoungBoy kept talking incoherently, but it's evident from what he claimed that a rapper on No Jumper first criticized him for snitching. The legendary Richard claims that NBA YoungBoy is collaborating with the federal government, which is taken from an Instagram post that reads, "Young boys, it's the third time I've been released from the feds in 4 years on all fresh accusations. Against King David, you can't serve 10 months of a 23-month sentence. My first offer was 5 years for a firearm that the police placed on me. But YoungBoy is unquestionably police, and he's probably the. Because Smirk is also incarcerated, fans would play this video of an NBA YoungBoy wandering about a jail, asking how it's possible to be one of the most well-known rappers in the business without having to pay attention to your surroundings." However, there was this tweet attached to that video, and to be honest, I kind of think it's because of the timing, the energy, and the way everything is unfolding. It all seems a little too convenient though, as it isn't the first time someone has played both sides in the game. You never really know who's working with whom, so you have to watch everything. Determine if NBA YoungBoy actually snitched or not. It's crucial to rewatch the events leading up to his release from jail. As YoungBoy arrived in the courthouse, a crazed NBA YoungBoy fan broke into the Zoom call and began screaming, "Free YoungBoy!" Interview.
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case has already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB.
Free YB.
Free YB.
A few seconds later, the NBA. After receiving encouragement from one of his admirers, YoungBoy would then come into the courtroom grinning and laughing. YoungBoy then had to sign a legal document, attesting to his command of English and to record his most recent schooling, which was just 8th grade. However, did you know that YoungBoy could be sent back to jail because of his new song? The reason for this is that the court file's release description states, in quotation, on March 10, 2021, a young boy was arrested and charged with possessing a firearm by a convicted felon and possessing an unregistered firearm. The young boy was outside of a random neighborhood filming a music video with friends, dancing on the hood of a car and playing loud music. This led to a woman that police would promptly arrive on the street, recognize NBA YoungBoy instantaneously, and detain him when someone living on the street became alarmed and called the police, stating that they saw multiple men dancing around with guns while loud music was playing.
Yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video, the cop comes right up to him, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him. And then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's who he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws, as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood, are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good, long look on what's going on there.
Interview 05460642. In the final moments of holding his camera, the cameraman attempted to remove the music video when NBA YoungBoy was being held in handcuffs, but he failed. The video shows NBA YoungBoy brandishing and waving a gun. Unfortunately, the cops seized the camera before it could be erased. Thus, the feds had actual 4K film showing a little child brandishing a gun. Get him released on the charge of possessing a firearm. His attorney subsequently stated that the police improperly acquired the camera, but regrettably, it was not upheld in court. It would be made public. Since YoungBoy's appeal with the federal government was denied, prosecutors can now use video of him brandishing guns to prosecute him.
On NBA YoungBoy, he lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be a is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The Fifth Circuit said, you know what, we have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed.
YoungBoy knew he had to sign a plea agreement just before. The judge formally sentenced him because he knew it wasn't going his way. It would say, the judge gave YoungBoy a positive message about him being robbed of his talent and potential due to his addiction, and they wished him luck on his career when he gets out of prison.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have, if I could excuse.
You may.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
When NBA YoungBoy was put in jail, his attorneys would write, I wrapped up YoungBoy's case. He got 23 months, but because of the way we worked it with credit on another case, which is why the rappers in the industry think he snitched out of jail. YoungBoy received 23 months behind bars for the crime, but only served 10. He should be gone in 3 to 4 hours, Louisiana. However, because NBA jails were overcrowded, YoungBoy could only be released after 2 months. Rich the Kid made a suggestion in an interview with DJ Academics on March 3rd, and the two of them agreed that YoungBoy would be released shortly.
Drake YB Dirt, right now. And I ain't gonna lie to you, because I was even looking at my Spotify like recap. Yo, I think hip hop is due, like, YB has to stay out of jail. Yo, we're thirsty for his. There's a it's more music with him.
Wait on it.
9. But this is where it gets serious because it looks like YoungBoy won't be out of jail for long. The feds would bring up the death of rapper Jada Young, who was also from Louisiana, in an effort to keep YoungBoy behind bars. In this interview, Jay even lauded NBA YoungBoy, whom he had always longed to work with.
Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of YoungBoy music. Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever.
6. The two eventually fell out after Jay posted a sample of an unreleased YoungBoy song on his Instagram, to which YoungBoy replied. They even went on to release their collaboration single, Up With Me. In response to the comment, "Delete this now, I don't know how you even got my song, I don't mess around like that," Jada Young defended himself by declaring that he wouldn't tolerate any disrespect.
I'm a real and I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't gonna disrespect me.
After Jay finished writing the words to his song 38K about NBA YoungBoy, you left a comment on my page. They laughed, but I laughed too when I saw your baby mama on me, and pictures of JD Young interacting with an NBA YoungBoy's child surfaced. Mum, but in exchange, YoungBoy tried to apprehend JD Young and was found to be lacking in the street. The feds were attempting to establish that NBA YoungBoy was accountable for JD Young's death in interview. 10:57-11:01 Jay would then add lyrics about the NBA to his song 38K. When your baby mother was on me and pictures leaked to JD Young, I was laughing, but they were laughing when you rapped him and left that comment on my post, spending time with the NBA. In exchange, YoungBoy's baby mom tried to catch JD Young and was found deficient on the street, and the federal government was attempting to portray the NBA. The fact that YoungBoy was accountable for JD Young's death.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. Oh.
Do you think NBA YoungBoy had any role in Jada Young's death? Although their attempt to convince the judge that he might have been at fault failed, the most frightening aspect is that the federal government is genuinely considering NBA YoungBoy as a potential suspect, which could result in his arrest.